So hopefully you've dried some of your herbs. I've got some yarrow and some mugwort drying here, but I've also got loads and loads of jars. Let me turn the camera so you can see around here with all my dried herbs. I've labelled them, but generally I've just put them in pen, but I've got some nice labels now I'm going to add to some of the macerations. So here I've got red clover, I've got nettle, what else is here? Oh, white clover. I've got like some of the big ones that I use all the time, mugwort, marigold. So you can see I've used all sorts of different jars. Get this camera straight. All sorts of different jars that I've reused. But if you don't have any to hand, you can always pop to somewhere like B&M or I got these from Wilkinson's with a set, and I think they were, oh, I've got it here, there were quite a lot of them in a pack like this, so you can buy them or you can save them. I save all mine. I've got no glass in my recycling jar, in my recycling container, because I use them all for all sorts of macerations, keeping all my dried herbs, tinctures, so much you can use. So I've got some that are already in the oil and macerated. So I've got tulsi in here with the oil. What else have I got? Oh, I've got rose petal here in the oil as well. Choose which herb you want, have a little research and think why you might use that, what you want to use it for. Think about how much you want, and then you can make your maceration. So I'm going to make a mugwort maceration today. I'm a big fan of mugwort, I'm sure you've realised. And I'm hopefully going to use the oil once it's macerated for some salves. Now, mugwort is really good for pain, PMS, menopause, regulating your period. So I'm thinking this will be a great salve if you get a little bit of PMT, a little bit of pain, for a salve to rub on to your lower stomach area. So pack it down a little bit, and then I'm adding rapeseed. I've got a massive one of these. I've got, I think that's like, is that 25? That's 5 litres. And then I decant it into a smaller one, so I use this for cooking and then I can use it for my macerations. So you just need to pour in your oil and make sure it covers all of your dried herbs. You might need to just push it under. Do make sure that your jars are sterilised and they're nice and clean. I just poured boiling hot water over mine before and then let them dry. You can even let them dry in the oven as well, which really does help with the sterilising. So I'm just going to make sure all the bubbles are out. It's all under. Then that's pretty much it. I'm going to label it because it's really hard to tell what it is when it's in the oil. And put on here mugwort maceration. And the date today, October 19th, I think. And then, so I want to leave this for about 6 weeks. Some of the others that I've already made have been 6 weeks. In fact, it's been a little bit more than 6 weeks, to be honest, which that always ends up the case with me. So I'll do the rose one. So once you're 6 weeks through, you need a sieve you basically need to sieve or strain out all of your plant matter. So you've just got the oil coming through. So I'm just going to put a muslin cloth over here. If you don't have a muslin cloth, a tea towel will do, but these are quite fine holes, so it does let a lot of the oils, or if it's something else like syrups, it lets a lot of those through and keeps all the plant matter in. So this smells really nice. You can definitely smell the rose in there with those petals. So I'm just gonna pour it out. Squeeze. There we go. Then I've got all this oil. I don't know why I'm smelling that actually. So I can pour this in. That's quite easy because I've got the jug, but you know, funnels are always quite useful if you've got smaller ones that you want to pour in. So I've got quite a lot there, so I'll save that for something. Another jar, I might go for a bigger jar, I think. Now, put my sticker on. Hopefully my oily hands won't get in the way. And I've put rose macerated oil. And this is your macerated oil. Now you can use this oil for all sorts of the products that I talked about before, like soaps, salves, face creams, hair masks, all sorts of things, even bath bombs. So I will be going through all the recipes for these very soon so we can have a bit of a homemade Christmas. So that's just it, easy as that. Collect your plants and then dry them, pop them in a jar, pop them with oil to macerate, give them 6 weeks, give them a shake or a turn every now and then sieve it out, pop it into a jar, and then you can use your oils, and you have drawn out the real good benefits out of your plants, and they're in your oil. So you get all those perfect health benefits, and you can pop them onto your skin, and you can also use it for cooking too, so you can eat it as well, as long as you've got an edible oil. Nothing like baby oil, but I wouldn't use baby oil anyway. So yeah, that's it. I've got a few more to do. I've got the Tulsi one here. I'm going to be making a few more, and then I'll be adding the recipes soon for you guys. So I'm quite excited.